Let's take a ride through Spring, Texas. Now, one thing about Spring, as you can see the kids on the side of the streets, um, it's very family oriented. It's very diverse. One of the things that I love most about Spring, Texas, besides the diversity, it's mainly children are children in Spring, Texas. You literally see children outside playing, sitting down, going from garage to garage with each other, just playing and sitting outside. So I really love that about the Spring area. It kind of gives you that back in the days how I feel. All the kids get outside. Now, this area of Spring, I believe this is the newer side of Spring, one of the newer developments. I want to say maybe this community went up maybe a little after 2010. Of course, there is a old town Spring with a lot of older homes, but this side is a lot newer. It is right off of FM 2920. And FM 2920 is a very popular road, and we'll begin to that shortly right after I make this right turn. And there's, of course, all type of stores, all type of shopping down FM 2920, but not only down FM 2920, there is shopping pretty much everywhere in Spring, Texas. One thing to also keep in mind is there is no real zoning in this area in Spring, Texas. So there's literally, things can pop up anywhere. And you'll see that later in this video. You'll see gas stations in neighborhoods, and you'll see all type of stuff all together. So there's no real zoning, which I believe is part of the reason Spring, Texas is so much cheaper when it comes to purchasing homes. But yes, also there's gas stations. Let's see how many gas stations we can find. That was the one. If you're like me, there's times where I wait until I'm on E. But there is gas stations everywhere. Again, we're still on FM 2920. And soon we will be turning off into a neighborhood. Spring is also still building. There's a lot of new construction in Spring. As you can see on the left, shortly here, you'll see that there are, I believe it's some new maybe apartment homes going up. But all throughout Spring, oh my gosh, it's so much going up. So many more homes coming, businesses coming. It's the up and coming area, and it's absolutely gorgeous. All right, now so I'm going to turn down one of the streets, which is going to take us into another neighborhood. And since being in Texas, I realized that all of the schools are together. So you'll have your elementary school, your middle school, and your high school literally right either next to each other or across the street from each other, which makes it very convenient. So we're coming up to the middle school, which is right on the right-hand side. And then if you look at the left, that's the elementary school. And as we go up a little more, again, there's that middle school, elementary school. And as we go up a little more, you are going to see the high school. So it's all together, connected, not connected together, but there all together. And I noticed this is, it's very similar to this and many other areas in Texas as well. Also, I want to mention Spring, Texas is very close to the woodlands. There's a lot of trees similar to the woodlands. And what's great about Spring, Texas is you're right in the middle. You're close to the woodlands, which is that luxurious, rich living. Um, and you're also less than 15 minutes away from Houston and downtown Houston. So you get the best of both worlds while living in a nice suburban area. So Springs, Texas, again, it puts you right where you need to be. You ain't really there to be in the woodlands, but you don't want to live the nightlife and all the, downtown living all day, every day. So yeah, Spring puts you right in the middle of both. Another thing with Texas in the Houston area and also this area as well, you'll notice there are a lot of food trucks, the Mexican food stands. You'll see one right there on the left over there. Oh, yeah, right over there. So you're going to see a lot of little stands and food and taco trucks pop up on all kind of sides of the roads, and everything is pretty close in Spring, Texas. You have, again, your shopping, which I'll cover some of that in another video so that this one is not too long. You have your hospitals, you have hotels, you have driver license place, you have fun, entertainment, bars, everything is in Spring. You literally do not have to leave the Spring area unless you're traveling for work, but Spring, Texas has it all. Literally, no matter what area of Spring you live in, everything is less than 5 minutes away. All right, so we are going into another neighborhood, and as you can see, it's starting to get, a little dark. But this area here is not so much on the newer side, but I don't believe it's considered Old Town either, but it's not one of the newer or newer development areas. But again, this is another side of Spring, Texas. If you come through this area during the holiday time, this area is booming. This is, I believe, the Bridgestone area. Again, very kid-friendly, very family-oriented, very diverse. In this area, the people are well connected. They know how to have a good time. All right, so we are about to come out of this Bridgestone neighborhood. I believe it is Bridgestone. and come back up to FM 2920, and then maybe go through another neighborhood very briefly. But because it's getting dark, I believe we will go ahead and wrap this one up. And then I will go more into the shopping areas into another for the next video. But again, Spring is a very nice area. If you're interested in moving to the Houston area, but again, you don't want that night or city life living all the time, but at the same time, you're not ready to be in the woodlands for the luxurious rich living, Spring is definitely a great location to be. Oh, and also coming out, I just want to mention again the gas stations. As you can see, when I said things can literally pop up anywhere, you have a community or a development here on the right side, and right next to it, inside of the neighborhood, you have a gas station right there on the right. All those lights, that's a gas station. Sometimes have a little food truck as well. You can also get your inspections done for your vehicles there, because in Texas, you do need those vehicle inspections. And then over to the left, hopefully I remember to turn the camera at this time, you'll see that a new gas station is actually being built right there, and some more shopping right there across the street as well. So that sums it up for this video. I will definitely ride through some other areas in Spring and other areas in the Houston area as well. So if there's an area that you would like me to ride through, let me know in the comments below.